The word Guru means illumination, the principle or the tattva that illuminates. So, the highest primordial reality, which we call as Shiva, which is that which is beyond all the manifestations, which is supreme, has 5 major manifestations fundamentally, 5 fundamental facets or functions. Out of these 5, the first 3 are accepted by all the religions. That's why the word God is very common. It's accepted in all the religions because it describes the first 3 manifestations, functions or facets of the highest primordial divinity, which is the word G, which means the one who generates, the one who gives birth. O is the operator or the one who maintains, nurtures the existence. And D is the word which is for the word destroy or destroyer. We actually don't say destroy, we rather use the word dissolves. So that divinity which also manifests as a force of dissolution. I do not know if you're aware of this, but many Indian scholars and mystics have hesitated to use the word God, primarily because it does not acknowledge the remaining 2 facets, functions, and manifestation of this highest divinity. So the other 2 facets of the supreme reality, these 2 manifestations, these 2 functions, are first Maya Tattva. Because there is Maya Tattva, there is possibility of that which frees you from Maya. So the second is called the Guru Tattva. Let's look at what is Maya Tattva. Maya Tattva is the manifestation of Shiva himself. You can call it as a trap of Shiva. It is that in which Shiva entraps you by making you feel as an individual. Maya Tattva of Shiva is almost like a trap of time and space. It makes you feel that you're someone, somewhere. The sense of duality is the reality in this Maya Tattva. The separateness. I am different from the whole existence. This mesh of Maya Tattva has something called as Avaranas. In translation, Avarna means a veil. The truth that I am one with the whole existence, we call it yoga. So the truth of yoga is actually veiled by these Avaranas. Avaranas are layers and layers of veils that hide the truth, the Sat or the Satya. On the other hand, the other manifestation of Shiva or the supreme reality is that which we call as the Guru Tattva. The being who is stuck in Avaranas or the veils or these layers of veils continue to be entrapped in the game of Maya only until the Guru Tattva of Shiva interferes. The moment Guru Tattva interferes, these Avaranas start to fall away. Guru Tattva is the illumination principle of Shiva, the enlightening principle of Shiva. The illumination that's within, speaking, making your very life happen. It makes your life move. It makes it grow in any aspect of life. If you listen and you acknowledge, it is present for you. As I said, Guru Tattva is the illumination. Guru Tattva is light, enlightens the way. Understand your inner space to be covered with the veils after veils of these Avaranas, which makes you stuck, makes you feel stuck, a kind of being caught up into this Maya. Guru is that which makes you move from one Avarana, one veil, to another, deeper. allowing you to until you reach your true self. Guru Tattva is the inner eye, the eye that shows you what is true and what is untrue. What is the truth? What is an illusion? Remember, Guru is not there to give you some mental knowing. Guru is there to really, in real, give you the experience of truth. And experience here is the actual word. This Guru Tattva manifests in our life or in anyone's life only through Shiva's will, because it's him. We can understand this Tattva from a very beautiful word called Anukampa. Anukampa may mean grace in translation sense. However, this word is actually defining how this Guru Tattva moves and manifests in the creation, in our own life, and within us in our own spiritual journey. The word Anu means atomic, minuscule or small. Kampa means vibration. Anukampa means a small vibration, a very small atomic kind of vibration. Small vibration of what? A part of a bigger vibration. So who is this bigger vibration? Shiva is the bigger vibration here. In fact, it's an infinite vibration. The whole existence is Shiva's vibration. Everything that exists is a small vibration or Anukampa of Shiva, a part of Shiva's vibrational body. And when we say that this whole vibrational body of Shiva is Anukampa in form of grace, it's like in form of grace in a flow, in a flowing manner. The whole creation, existence and life is Shiva's grace flowing. Everything happens, sustains because of this flow. Without this flow, there cannot be sun, moon, trees, love, life, you or me. So the Guru Tattva comes into our life as the energy, the texture, the feeling of this energy is understood as Anukampa, the energy that flows, the energy whose part we are already. This energy makes things happen, makes things move towards beauty, towards expansion, and also truth. Grace is not a philosophy. Grace is actual energy of Guru Tattva, how it manifests. So this grace is of Shiva. This grace comes into our life through various mediums, channels. The one who brings the grace of the Guru Tattva in our life, that is called Guru. Guru can be anything. Guru is actually a face or a medium of Shiva's Guru Tattva. So who can be the Guru? A Guru can be a person, the one whose inner space is one with Shiva. Can be a high deity who is an embodiment of this reality. Can be even certain sages or evolved beings who are not in the body but are in the higher hierarchy, being a medium and providing the light in our inner journey through their energetic presence. Guru can also be various forms of Shiva and Devi, who anyways are the embodiment of this Tattva. Now the Anukampa of Shiva or the grace of Shiva is always there as a movement towards auspiciousness, not as a philosophy, but as an energy that expands into auspiciousness, expansion, and the very happening of life. A flower just doesn't bloom because there is gravity to keep it rooted in the soil and water and nourishment provided to it, but also because there is movement in it. There is movement towards auspiciousness. Here, auspiciousness is actually blooming of the flower. Let's take another example. For example, the mother becomes a mother, gives birth, and expands life. Because the same energy of movement towards auspiciousness and happening of life allows it. In some way, it allows it, right? In our life, every step towards growth is in a way blessing, which is facilitated by this energy of movement towards expansion and life's happening, which is grace itself. For this reason, in astrology, the planet Jupiter reflects the quality of Guru Tattva through its presence as well as its placement in a certain way. It is not just associated with illumination of truth, knowledge in the spiritual dimension for our spiritual evolution and progress. It is there, but also another aspect of blessings of Jupiter include getting a job, higher education, having a child, having a spouse. Because all these are in a way growth and movement towards auspiciousness, towards happening of life. So the last question is, how do we make ourselves available to this grace? As I said, the whole existence exists as a vibration of Shiva's Anukampa. The grace is the very vibrational body of Shiva. If one learns how to be as small as an Anu, not anything else but as small as an atom, that minuscule, knowing your position in this infinite vibration that Shiva is, you can truly be receptacle to this grace. It's just about, can you sit here like that?